Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Sunday morning, and I'm out on a small ride. And I think it's a great opportunity to share my initial ownership experience of my Z900. It's been about a little over 1400 kilometers that I've ridden it, and I think I can share some ownership experience about this bike. So stay tuned, and I'm going to tell you everything about the good, bad, ugly, things that I love, things that I hate, everything. With that, the first and the most important thing anyone thinks about owning a super bike is the heat management. This is a inline four cylinder, and yeah, it does get heat up, but I don't think it's something that is very difficult to live with. If you're wearing jeans and a pair of shoes, you are sorted. For reference, I feel the heat of this bike is probably less, not probably, it is definitely less than that of probably a Royal Enfield 650, the Continental GT, it's our Interceptor and the Continental GT. Yeah. That's in terms of heat management. In terms of riding dynamics, the suspension is definitely on the stiffer side, which makes it a good handler. But at the same time, when you are going over bad stretches, you definitely feel some of the road. The stock exhaust note, it is definitely not loud, but I think it's good enough for me. No plans of getting an aftermarket exhaust. Yeah, because my actual goal with this bike is to tour, and getting an aftermarket exhaust, be it a SC or an Arrow or anything else, it'll make it really loud. And loud bikes on touring, that's gonna give you a headache. Again, when I'm talking about things that I like and I dislike, it's in no particular sequence. I've not made any list as such. So as and when I remember things, I'm going to talk about it. And in terms of negative, the first negative thing that I think of is the mirrors. Now, if you're wearing it, if you're riding the bike without your riding jacket, I think you get a decent view of what's behind you. But if you have a riding jacket, it takes a lot of real estate of the mirror, and you get limited view of what's behind you. The background of this console, it is switchable between black and white. However, whether it's day or night, the background color does not change from black to white, white to black. It is something that you got to change manually using the two buttons here. You got to flip between black and white. This bike definitely has a side stand engine cutoff. The sensor is there, but on the console you don't have any indicator to show that your side stand is extended. I mean, why would you just not put it something as simple as that? All right, so the next thing that I think is not that great about this bike is the technology that is providing. And when I say technology, what I'm referring to is the Bluetooth connectivity. Now, it does have Bluetooth connectivity, but till date, I've not been able to connect it with my phone. Even during the time of delivery, the sales rep, he was not able to do it. During my first service, even the technicians and the service manager, he was not able to do it. The app just does not work. And just in case if it even did, all you would see here is probably a phone icon. If a phone is coming in, you can't accept or reject a call. You can't change the music track, nothing as such. So yeah, the technology that they provided, is not that great, but this bike is not about the technology, but it's about the engine, the performance. That will definitely put a smile on your face every time you swing your leg around it. I also absolutely hate the headlights. At night, these headlights are absolutely useless. If one is touring with this bike, you would need auxiliary lamps. You cannot see the road with these headlights, be it high beam, be it low beam. It's just useless. The seats, the rider seat is really good, no complaints about it, but the pillion seat, it's a seat just for namesake. It's really high, very difficult for a pillion to get on and off, and even the sides of the seat, it's puny. So absolutely uncomfortable for someone who is sitting behind you for even maybe 2-3 hours. They would be really uncomfortable and unhappy with you. It's not for a pillion. This bike is definitely not for a pillion. In terms of mileage, I got some crazy mileage the last time I tested it, which was around 30, I guess. But I'm not really sure if there was an error there. But constantly on my console, I get around 21-22 kmpl. So I think that's a pretty decent mileage for an inline 4 125 bhp bike. I'm not sure if there's going to be a lot of wind noise right now, but the first topic I spoke about was the heat management. Well, look at this. Right now, I've been riding it for some time, and the temperature is at a very decent 79 degrees Celsius. So yeah, the heat management is like really, really, really good about this bike. And honestly, I don't want to talk about the performance and how the bike handles and all that stuff, because it's a gem of a machine, and there are about 1 billion videos that just says how good this bike is. So I'll just keep it to it that no matter how many things I don't like about this bike, when it comes to absolute riding pleasure, this is just a gem of a bike. It will put a smile on your face every time you ride it. If you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more biking content. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.